They tell us giants never existed. They tell us the giant doors, massive archways, and 20-foot statues were just artistic exaggeration. But what if I told you the giants were real, that they walked this earth and built the world we now live in, and that they were wiped out in a global reset, covered up by floods, lies, and elites who profit off your ignorance? This is the truth about giants and the lies you were raised on. Look around. Just open your eyes. Every major city across the globe has these impossibly massive stone structures, palaces, cathedrals, government buildings. You'll see 20-foot doors, towering ceilings, and staircases that make you feel like a child. Why build doors so tall unless they were made for someone taller? These aren't just design quirks, they're remnants of a civilization that predated us, the giants, builders of the old world, the Tartarian world. These giants weren't just mythological, they were the master architects of Earth, and we are living in their ruined cities. In the 1800s, something massive happened, a reset. Buildings were buried up to their second or third floors in mud. Cities like Paris, Moscow, and even small towns in the American Midwest show consistent evidence: windows underground, street-level doors that no longer make sense. But here's what they won't tell you. This mud didn't come from natural erosion. This was a planned mud flood, a global cataclysm used to bury the evidence of a prior civilization, erase the giants who built it, and reboot society under a new system, one controlled by governments, banks, and secret societies. Just like that, giants became myths. Their cities were rebranded as colonial architecture. Their remains looted, their memory deleted. In the 1800s and early 1900s, thousands of giant skeletons were uncovered, some over 12 feet tall, in burial mounds all across North America. Native tribes already spoke of them. They called them the Siteka, or red-haired giants. But guess who came to collect the bones? The Smithsonian. Multiple reports claim that these bones were taken, sealed in crates, and never seen again. Some former employees even admitted under oath that the Smithsonian intentionally destroyed thousands of giant skeletons to preserve the official timeline of history. If giants weren't real, why would they go to such lengths to hide the bones? The US isn't the only place these bones and legends appear. Ecuador and Peru, elongated skulls too large for normal humans found in Paracas. Iraq and biblical Babylon, US troops reportedly found giant humanoid beings in the caves of Kandahar. The Giant of Kandahar incident was later covered up by military secrecy. Afghanistan and the Middle East, locals have stories of battles with massive beings. Romania's Bucegi Mountains, alleged discovery of giant skeletons and underground chambers said to be a control center for ancient beings. Australia, Aboriginal myths speak of the Yowie, giant humanoids that once ruled the land. Patagonia, Argentina, Magellan's crew documented encounters with 10-foot tall Patagons in the 1500s. Nearly every culture talks about giants. The only culture that denies them, ours. Let's talk construction. How were those megalithic stones in Baalbek, Lebanon moved? Some stones weigh over 1,200 tons. We couldn't even move them today with cranes. Who did it? Giants. Pumapunku in Bolivia, laser-precise stone cuts, some interlocking like Lego bricks with no mortar. These weren't built by primitive tribes. They were built by advanced beings, possibly giants with lost technology. Many believe the giants had tools powered by free energy. Tesla even hinted at this in his writings, that ancient builders used natural frequencies and magnetic levitation. Of course, he too was silenced. The Bible briefly tells us about the Nephilim, giants born of the sons of God and daughters of men. But that's just one version of the story, and in truth, the giants may have been remnants of an older race, possibly even genetic hybrids or beings from beyond this earth. The Book of Enoch, removed from the Bible, says the Watchers came down and bred with humans, creating these beings. Many ancient traditions, from the Vedas to Norse myths, speak of giant races. The deeper you dig, the more you realize every culture had them, until they were systematically wiped out. Giants didn't need banks, they didn't need presidents, they didn't need control. They lived with the earth, used free energy, and built in harmony with nature. You can't enslave giants the way you enslave modern humans, through wage slavery, psychological manipulation, and fear. That's why they had to go. Giants represented freedom, knowledge, power, and connection to the old energy grid. The same energy that powered Tartaria, lit up buildings without wires, and made life simple. And once they were gone, the parasites took over. Money replaced energy, government replaced harmony, Control replaced knowledge. And why don't we see this on the news? Because if people knew giants were real, they'd start asking bigger questions. Who built the world? What is the true history of humanity? What happened to Tartaria? What else have they lied about? The education system is designed to keep you dumb. Museums are curated to sell a story. Academia is funded to gatekeep truth. And tech companies are deleting content and demonetizing videos that dare question the narrative. The question isn't, were giants real? The real question is, what else have they stolen from us? Our ancestors knew the truth. They saw the giants, they lived among their ruins, and now we are awakening again. Because once you realize we're walking through the bones of a forgotten world, you'll never see your city the same again. This is Truth About History. Like, share, and subscribe if you're done with the lies.